What's going on, guys? I know your YouTube algorithm has been completely flooded with Phantasmal Flames updates and news, and people are freaking out saying that we're cooked. I'm so tired of us using that word. There's other words in the English language than cooked, but it's a hot, popular word. Anyways, just like the set we're talking about, Phantasmal Flames is a very hot, popular set right now. Now, it's a great box, right? The UPC looks amazing, has the best, probably the best pack selection that we've ever had. And here is why I wanted to make this video. Pokemon is not slowing down anytime soon. So it makes me wonder, when Pokemon released that statement stating that they're gonna turn on the printers and they're gonna print as much as they can, they moved that certain language to a different facility, and now they've got another full facility printing English Pokemon cards. When are we going to get those cards? Is now we're almost at what, it usually takes 6 to 8 months, I was reading, for us to feel the effects of these prints. Right in time for Phantasmal Flames, right in time for Mega Evolution 1. I think that there's so many new collection boxes that are popping up on Walmart and Costco and all these other things. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, is this the reprint that we're getting? Are we getting collection boxes as the reprints? And not even good collection boxes, and that's what is really ticking me off. Pokemon would much rather have you buy a giant billboard of a collection box, and I get it. They're great for kids. They're great for players. They're great for if you want to give your neighbor's kids for a present for his birthday. It's just a big box of Pokemon cards, right? But when you break down the plastic and the cardboard, that's what most of these investors and resellers are going to do, and rip and shippers, right? They're just going to throw all that stuff away. I always think of the long-term effects globally with all that plastic and garbage. I'm like, there has to be a better way. Now, what also they're doing is printing a crap ton of booster bundles, and even with that, those are a stretch to get. Even the 3-pack blisters, I have struck out on every single online drop. Costco, Walmart, Dick's Sporting Goods, random grocery stores around America, really around the country, just striking out every single day, regardless of these giant reprints, these confirmed that we're printing more. Where is this product going? Was it all going for this back end of the new era, right? This Phantasmal Flames, the Mega Evolution 1. Will we see a Charizard UPC style event going in for Phantasmal Flames? I really think that Pokemon is going to make us make a decision with our dollar. They're here finally saying, and I'm not saying that Destined Rivals and Prismatic Evolutions and Surging Sparks are out of the reprint window. Definitely not saying that. What I'm saying is, what Pokemon is going to do is release a lot of really good products, a lot of really good sets, all around the same time. I understand, hold your horses. I know what you guys are gonna say. Henry, they're spreading all of this stuff out. Yes, of course, that they are way smarter than you and I. But if you think that they're not going to try to slow down this market somehow, some way, they don't like all that negative publicity. They don't like seeing scalpers. They don't like seeing empty LGSs. As much as I tell you guys that all the time, that we need LGSs, all that bad publicity is actually bad for Pokemon. Not all publicity is good publicity, right? But going into this Phantasmal Flames situation, I mean, they better have it under control in this next set, in this next half. I'll give them the half, not even the quarter. This next half, going into Generation 10, they better have everything under control. Because if not, if they keep on releasing banger products like we see today, with crazy SIRs, crazy SARs, crazy expensive gold cards that people want now, we're in trouble. This hobby just isn't getting better. It's just not sustainable, or it wasn't sustainable for what I was thinking and what a lot of you are probably thinking out there. But man, when is it going to get better? It has to get better, right? That's what I keep on telling myself every single day, is like, it has to get better. Now, mind you, I have a Pokemon channel. We talk, the Discord's there. I try to grab product here and there, but it's not my main source of income, right? Like I there's so many people that I talk to every day that are so involved in Pokemon. Every single video, you guys want to rant about your collections and your investments, and the emotions are running super high because people are putting everything they have into sealed Pokemon products. And I think that's when we know we're in a bubble. That's when we know that things are not right. That the world is just not okay when it comes to this stuff. Like, just definitely have your collection. Definitely be passionate about it. But just don't go into a crazy amount of credit card debt. Don't sell the house, a car for Pokemon. Think about the financial decisions you're about to make. And I understand this is going to be hard. This is going to be hard when we have sets like Phantasmal, we have Mega Evolutions 1 coming out. And to kind of sum it all up into these next two sets, right? Where are these singles going to sit on the first week of TCG? That's going to tell us nothing. It's going to be week 2, 3, month 1 until we finally know what Pokemon is going to do to correct these prices or correct the sealed market. Are we going to be absolutely flooded with this product? That is my hopes. I hope that we are absolutely destroyed and printed into the ground for a lot of these sets that people are losing their minds over, like Prismatic Evolutions. I hope that they continue to print this stuff into the absolute ground. I hope they continue to print Destined Rivals into the ground. And I hope they print stuff like Phantasmal and Mega Evolutions 1 continuously until we are absolutely sick of it, until scalpers have to sit on that product, until scalpers can't flip it tomorrow for 100-200% gains, until the flippers have to turn into investors and hold 2, 3, 5 years. That is when we start to see the turn of Pokemon get a little bit better. But man, everyone just thinks that it's just gonna continue to rise up because of what we're seeing today or yesterday with Phantasmal Flames, right? Everyone's just thinking that we're seeing $1,000 a card or $1,000 cards, $500 booster boxes. This is the new normal. But guys, just wait. I'm telling you guys, just wait. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before multiple times. Tell you guys all the time. I don't know any more than what you guys know. I'm just a dude that's been here in this hobby for just a little bit longer than most people. I absolutely love the look of Phantasmal Flames. The booster box looks amazing with all the cards popped out. I don't know if it's just going to be a black box like Mega Evolutions. I hope they put some damn Pokemon on the booster boxes, because if that's the case for Mega Evolutions, that box is going to be a straight investment piece for a lot of people. I'll tell you that much right now. People that are diehard collectors, people that are the people that you're going to sell to, all you Pokemon investors out there, all the people like myself that want to collect good looking booster boxes, put into acrylic and have be a collection piece, a item that you can just stare at for decades and decades. That's not going to be the case if these booster boxes are just black in the front and there's side profile Pokemon that you can barely see. We now know that Pokemon for Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon, did they have Pokemon on the back? I think they had a few Pokemon on the back in Sun and Moon, but the booster box artwork has just been so lazy. That's kind of one of the reasons why I shifted over to collecting Japanese booster boxes, because I'm like, the artwork is top tier. There's no comparison within the two, and why are these price differences so much? And then going into quickly to the Japanese market, didn't want to leave you guys out, all the 5 people that are here for my Japanese content. The sealed product is scarce. I've been deep diving into Japanese YouTube to try to find stuff, and prices are increasing over there as well. It's getting a little bit better, but I don't think we're gonna really feel those effects, guys, here in America because of that 15% rule, that the import tax. Like, I think that now, and I'm getting multiple different information about the MSRP, right? I was told that it was like 37 USD the conversion for a booster box in Japan, but then I was told that it's around $55 is what the new rate is. But maybe the new rate is that $55 on online, and then now with these new sets being so popular, it's fetching a little $10 to $20 surplus on top of it. But it is not looking good as far as opening Japanese booster box prices. I mean, they were what they were, right? $35 USD the conversion for a really long time, and then now you're just flipping the switch and like, okay, $75 is what you're gonna pay for a Japanese booster box. And I know that's how it's kind of been in the past, similar, but it's just with the English market not getting itself together, it's going to affect stuff like Japanese, even Korean. Korean is like $50 to $40 for some of these newer booster boxes. I'm like, what are we doing? Those were $20, $25, sometimes $30 for the specialty sets in Korean. But the Pokemon International has to get its stuff together sooner than later, because we can't keep doing this. How much more unaffordable are these cards and these sealed product going to last until you completely price out who they're made for, and that's kids. If I had kids right now, with inflation, taxes, all that stuff, the average American makes $50,000. I think it was like $35,000 to $55,000, right? That's not a lot of fun spending money. I think a lot of people that are out here investing and collecting in Pokemon, that aren't people that are well established financially, are a lot of people that don't have kids, that don't have other responsibilities, and are foolishly spending all their money, ripping, having this short-term fun in Pokemon to try to pull these cards. Yeah, and it's just a giant problem, but it has to get better soon. And I think that it will. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I really think that it will. I think that we're gonna see tons more printing, just like we've always had. And I highly recommend that you guys go look at like those distribution videos from like guys like Anon TCG. He's great, and there's multiple other sources that you guys can gather information from. Of course, Poke Beach, he does a great job. Hop on Twitter, follow a bunch of Pokemon news. There's so much good stuff out there. So that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. Talk to you guys later. Peace out.